Thursday, June 16th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you, and sort of a challenging forecast for us today and some weather changes unfolding. We're heading back toward a hotter, muggier weather pattern overall. Really that respite from the humidity that we had and the heat, that's pretty much coming to an end now. Had an active complex of storms move through. Really, it began in Kentucky and Tennessee, then moved into the western North Carolina mountains, and then down to South Carolina and Georgia. And this morning, still some of the lingering storms down in northern Florida. Lots of wind damage and some decent-sized hail with that complex of storms as it moved on through. There's the radar imagery from 5:20 this morning. And again, what's left of that activity, a big kind of mass of rain from eastern Georgia and southern South Carolina into the Atlantic. On the leading edge of that, still some pretty intense thunderstorms up in the northern parts of Florida this morning. And what happened is that big complex of storms, as it moved through, kind of disrupted the return of moisture up into much of North Carolina. So we, at the time I'm cutting this video at least, don't have any showers or storms around this morning. But there is the chance as the day unfolds for scattered showers and thunderstorms to develop. As that return flow is getting reestablished now this morning. Temperatures in the 60s this morning across most of the Piedmont. Dew point temperatures also creeping upwards, some 60-plus dew point readings into the southern half of North Carolina as of 5 a.m. Now, the thunderstorms that do develop today could be locally strong to severe. Notice that slight risk covering parts of South Carolina, central North Carolina, on up into the Virginias and the Ohio Valley. And damaging winds and some hail would be your main threats with severe weather today. There's the upper air chart. Pretty good little disturbance up there over the Great Lakes region. We're catching the tail end of that, and that's one of the reasons we have a chance of a few strong to severe storms today. Now, notice what happens as we get into next week. This is Monday. Some upper-level ridging taking shape over the lower Mississippi Valley and the deep south, and then as we get toward Wednesday, we're looking at that ridge basically right overhead. And the European ends up somewhat eroding the northern side of that ridge by the end of next work week. What that means is some hot weather coming up. Let's go into today. And again, this is the GFS, so we're looking at the chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms developing. It'll probably be a deal where the further east you are in the region, the better the chances of scattered storms is going to be today. Tomorrow, maybe an isolated storm or two, but it's looking mainly like a mostly dry day. Just a few afternoon storms and getting hotter. Highs tomorrow, upper 80s and lower 90s. And then as we get into the weekend, that's Saturday, that's Sunday, and then finally Sunday evening. GFS not terribly excited, at least in North Carolina, about thunderstorm chances. But I think there'll be some scattered storms Saturday, and maybe a few more of them on Sunday into Monday. The European might be doing a little better job with the precip chances as we get into the upcoming weekend. There's Monday on the GFS. And again, I'm going to mention scattered thunderstorms for Monday before those chances begin to tail off again on Tuesday. So maybe only a couple of isolated storms on Tuesday. And the heat will be building. Looks like by next work week, we're looking at a lot of mid-90s for highs, maybe some upper 90s getting mixed in with that ridging right overhead. In fact, the GFS 2-meter temperatures are sky high. They're throwing out 100-plus degree readings in a lot of spots. I think that's a little overdone, but I do think it's going to be a pretty hot and pretty humid week overall. So back to fairly stifling levels of heat and humidity as we get into next work week. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great Thursday, and God bless.